Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Solo TV 84. We have a YouTuber that I have a lot of respect for, probably one of the most underrated YouTubers, not just in the black sector, but in YouTube, period. Brother, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Well, for those of you who don't know me, maybe some of you do. I'm Jaye the Black. I've been making videos for about 4 years now. I got started as far as making videos towards the red pill and MGTOW is concerned. And I speak on a lot of other different things as well. You know, I try to expand, but I basically just the social dynamics of what's going on today. A lot of things that I speak about, I go in depth about. So that's me. Of course, I am a black man, and I am very opinionated, and my opinions seem to get people highly upset. Sometimes for no reason. Sometimes they think I'm talking about them because what I say is relatable to their life. But you know, that's just me being able to understand people. That's why people relate to what I'm saying.
Definitely. I mean, you are very, very consistent with your commentary, and you break it down in a logical way, but with a lot of common sense. You know what I mean? And for some reason, Jay, you're right, man. You seem to trigger people, especially women of certain color. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I had a lady hit me up last night when I was on my way to the gym, man. And she was like, "Why are you speaking down on ADOS and people getting reparations?" I'm looking at her like, what? Because I think I spoke about it in my live stream, but she got the videos mixed up. So it was obvious that she must have heard it from secondhand information, you know, and that's what happens too. People think you saying something and they want to come to you and don't even know what they're speaking of. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah, I mean, that's something that I've learned really quickly in YouTube, Jay. A lot of people, they don't watch the video, man. They'll maybe see the title and then they go off of that. You know what I mean? Or they'll watch like 2 minutes of the video and they'll make the same point that you're making. And you'd be like, well, if you watch the whole video, I said that, you know? So YouTube taught me that a lot of people lack listening comprehension skills, you know? So
yeah, they do. And you can tell.
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Finish your thought, man. Finish your thought.
Because I see it in the comment section. Like you can tell the people who actually watched the video and the people who didn't. You know, you can tell because they'll be saying one thing, you be like, I never said it in the video, but they're looking at the title. And I noticed that a lot, you know.
Facts. Yeah, that's one of the reasons sometimes I like to mess around and just put up a crazy title just to trigger the audience, you know, and then you can see who's listening and who's not. Definitely. Jay, you started YouTubing 4 years ago. I remember seeing you when you had the old avatar, the dude with the, I don't know if that was a beanie. Was that a picture of you? Or was that just a random person?
The yellow face guy. No, that wasn't me, man. I was looking up before I even made a video. I went looking up pictures of avatars, and that one just stood out to me because it fit how I felt at the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what I used because I was sort of that red pill rage, so to speak. So that's what I used. And then after a while, it got to a point where like, I don't feel the same way, so I just changed it.
So what made you decide to like start YouTubing? Because obviously people, you don't just wake up one day and say, hey, I want to YouTube today, right? So like what made you decide, yo, I want
to I think it was watching content, and then I would watch videos and then I would sort of in my mind be kind of doing my own commentary. And I was just sitting around one day say, you know what, man, why don't I do it? No, why don't I make videos? I'm not, you know, I want to put something out there to, you know, grow a legacy, you know, in something that's new. That's something I've never done, which is, you know, recording myself making videos. So it was just something that at first it was just a hobby, like, okay, I'm passionate about what I'm looking at, and I'm seeing these guys. Like, for instance, like I watched a lot of different content creators, but the one person that made me say, you know what, I can do that, was a guy by the name of the same Madman 103. I'd watch his videos every day. I would binge watch his videos, and he just had such a calm approach, but he could be sarcastic. He made good points, and I said, you know what, man, I want to do that. And he was a guy that definitely inspired me to want to put my opinions out there about how I was feeling and my experiences.
Oh, definitely. And it's funny because you and I, obviously, we're a little bit different, right? I'm a little bit more hyper, you know what I'm saying? Always, just loud, and you kind of like more laid back and whatnot. But that's cool, definitely. And I think that you have one of the best voices in YouTube because of your delivery and how you you know your voice. And I can tell the ladies. I seen a lady once in the chat. I gotta keep it real, Jay. She talking about, damn, your voice is sexy. It's like, damn, I never get that in my comment section. You know what I mean? Like, I never get chicks come in my comment section.
You may have. Maybe you have. Maybe you have. You probably wasn't noticing that time.
I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. Like, I've had some chicks message me, some fatties. Look, bro, listen, I can't do that no more, fam. I've been there, done that. I can't do that. Now, somebody in the chat said you used to be MGTOW heavy, man, and then what changed? Are you still MGTOW? Are you more? What are you now?
Well, I don't make MGTOW content. I stopped right around 2016. I spoke on that. I wanted to go in a different direction because MGTOW had changed. I had certain issues with certain MGTOW YouTubers, and I said to myself, you know what? I'm different. I don't want to be a part of a group. I want to do my own thing, and that's why I stopped putting MGTOW in the title in my videos. I stopped doing that like 2.5 years ago, almost 3 years ago.
So
it's been a while.
Because
just going in my own direction, being my own man.
Okay, but you still are cool with the acronym, right? From what I've heard recently, or have you?
Yeah.
Okay, but was your issue with MGTOW, because this was my issue back in 2016, was the blatant racism with some of the content creators?
Well, you did have that element. You got the alt-righters who've gained their place in MGTOW, just like the TFL or the True Force Loneliness guys. They have also flooded MGTOW, and that's one of the reasons why you don't see me putting in videos as much, because it has changed a lot. Doesn't mean I dislike it or don't support men who go their own way, because I do, but I'm not going to support something that has been turned into something that I don't recognize it to be,
Okay. Well, Jay, what's on the rise right now, and I don't know, you may have noticed, because I know you peep everything, but the whole incel movement has really risen the last couple of years. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, man, it's the TFLers, but it's guys who are coming to YouTube seeking answers to why they can't get the women that they want, and instead of them looking for women within their lane, within their means, they want they want the women they claim I want, which is the IG models, right? But they want those women. So what happens when they don't get those women? They come to YouTube and they're like, "Oh, he's a MGTOW. He's making videos about women. I'm going to support that." And you see their behavior in the comment section, and you see in the chat room as well. You will see their behavior, and you can tell this ain't nobody going on. This is a guy who can't get anywhere. He can't get lucky doing nothing. So of course he's gonna feel the way he feels. And those are the type of guys I speak out about. I do not support men being incel at all. And some of these guys got angry with me, but it is what it is. I mean, I don't support that mindset with men. Like, society wants you to be weak and cowardly, and all you're doing is helping it. You're helping society. You're helping grow the weak-mindedness in men with this mindset of, I give up. I want to be alone. I don't want to be around women. I hate women. Why are women in your comment section, your chat rooms?
Well, what I think, Jay, it is you have some guys who, if they were really honest with themselves, bro, like, look, I'm gonna keep it real. It's not a secret, man. I'm a chubby nigga, man. You know what I'm saying? But even me being a chubby guy, I still pull chicks, right? But I think, Jay, what I'm trying to say is this: there's some guys that. Here's the thing: would I get better quality of women if I was in better shape? Probably, yes, definitely. Here's the point I'm trying to make. Jay. There are a lot of guys who maybe they're not too skinny and they need to get ripped, or they're fat, they need to lose weight, or they need to approach women, period, to take some initiative to self-improve. But instead of doing that, they rather would just bitch and moan because it seems easier to do so, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and that's what they mistake MGTOW for. They think that that's what those guys are doing, but for some of those guys, it's not what they're doing. Now you got some others that are doing that, and they're using a label, and instead of them trying to work on themselves, at the end of the day, we as men do have to work harder in order to get the attention of the types of women that we want. You know what I'm saying? You can't be lazy out here, man. You just can't. Now that doesn't mean that you have to be in shape to get a woman. I've seen dudes across the weight spectrum get plenty of women. It just depends on who you are, your confidence level. The most confident person is always going to win out at the end of the day.
I agree with that, and that's why I was able to do this crazy skit I posted. I don't know if you've seen it yet, Jay. Called Wakanda Forever, right?
Oh.
I was rocking the dashiki and I was just smiling out. Jay, let me ask you this.
Okay.
You may have noticed in the last couple of years, there's been a rise of dating coaches, right? Do you think that because of so many men being raised in single mother households, they don't know what masculine energy is like? You think that's why these dating coaches are successful, or why do you think there's such a rise of dating coaches in the last couple of years on YouTube?
Because, man, you got a lot of guys that ain't got no confidence. Their confidence is very low, slow to the ground. And because of that, they go and they look for answers. They look for men to give them that confidence. That's why you see these dating coaches be successful, because these guys are trying to buy confidence, and they don't see it in themselves. So they say, hey, this guy speaks for me. I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to read his books. I'm going to watch his videos. I'm going to learn how to be like him. And it's like, you have to take those steps yourself. But these dating coaches give these guys great, confidence. They're able to really, for some way, convince these guys that they have the way to help them, But these guys don't understand. You have to go out there and do it yourself. You have to interact with these women yourself, Yeah,
you got to do the field work. Yeah, definitely. Shout out to AM1 and Black Ram 313 in the chat. Black Ram, he's one of the OGs, man.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's good, Black Ram? Yeah, I watched Black Ram, a lot when I first started. He might have been before me. I think he might have been before me, but yeah, shout out to Black Ram. Everybody in the chat.
Yeah, Black Ram has been around for a long time.
Yeah, well, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely
OG. Stefan Klinscale, shout out to him as well. You know what I mean? The homie Steph. All right.
Yeah.
No, Jay, what is your personal opinion on dating coaches? Because I seen you go in on them a couple times on your live streams, man. Do you think they're a necessary evil or no?
I mean, everybody needs balance, man. Like, you got to have balance. You got guys who don't have answers. You got the guys who will say they do have answers. Like, I don't hate dating coaches. I mean, these guys have the personality, and some of these guys have shown themselves out getting the attention of said women. So they've proven that they could do that. And I think that these guys get false confidence from looking at these videos and maybe reading books. They got to understand, man. I understand. It took me a while to understand this. Like, you got to go out there and you have to interact. Women react to natural body language. Like, if you approach a woman calmly, she's going to react better than if you approach her nervously. So you have to be able to get fix. I won't say fix your mind, but really just work on your approach to women. Like I've times I've literally walked up to a group of girls and just interact, and it wasn't no awkwardness. It wasn't no who is this guy, because your energy, they can feel that you have genuine energy. You're not there to, be weird, so to speak. I remember one time these two girls were walking under the umbrella, right? Because it started to rain. I walked and got under the umbrella with them, and it wasn't no awkwardness. I just walked with them or whatever and just went about my business afterwards. And it was asking each other, do you know who it is? I'm like, no. But, that was just me just going up there, just taking the approach just to see what would happen. And nothing really happened. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't like, who is this guy? They didn't pull away, You got to command your space. Yeah.
That's dope. Let me read some super chats real quick, Jay. Shout out to Super Supremo. He said, forget the IG women, go for real women. I agree. Listen, Jay, I'm gonna be real with you, man.
Real women are
not to be vulgar with you, Jay, but I like a real ass, man. I don't like a plastic booty, man.
Me too, man. There's nothing like seeing a real ass jiggle.
Facts. Yeah. You know what I mean? I ain't never smashed a plastic ass. I know a homeboy of mine, he has. He said it's just rock solid. And I'm just like, nah, man. I need a little bit of slack or push, jiggly, you know what I mean? Shout out to Nigel P with the $5 drop. Appreciate that. Shout out to Mr. Old School Rider. He says, shout out to the Snow Bunny Whisperer, aka SB Sunday on a Tuesday. Hey, thank you. Appreciate that. Jay, what is your take on dating in 2019? A lot of guys say the juice is worth the squeeze. I agree with that. But what's your take on it, man? Do you think dating in 2019 is a waste of time?
It is, because you got a lot of confused women out there, man. They don't know what they want, And from what I heard, most women, they want relationship than marriage. And it's like, you can't say marriage to a guy who's just getting to know you. Like, he got to know whether he like you first. And then you got women talking about they're going to withhold sex, but they still deal with their exes, or they may still have guys out there, sleeping with here and there. Because women, when they go to the club, they're looking for the same thing in that men look for. Or men look for sex. A lot of times they go to the club. You got women who do the same thing. And I just think no one's really serious about relationships. Nobody's really serious about it. They say it, saying and doing two different things. Your actions are saying differently.
I definitely agree with that.
I just think people don't take dating. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, Jay. And I think that nowadays, how can it be taken serious when women are so narcissistic with dating apps and basically where they can have their pick of the litter, right? What do you think of that?
Yeah, women got options. See, women got 3, 4, 5 times as many options as they did before they got on social media. They already had options before social media. Now with social media, they have way more options before. They're just not going to tell y'all that, but they do. Okay. Dudes in their inbox every day. New dudes in their inbox every day. They got plenty of options.
Yeah.
That's why I don't get women say they don't get hit on. That's a lie. That's a lie.
Jay, what they're saying is they're not getting hit on by the type of men that they want to hit on them, like Aisha Curry,
right?
An example,
right?
That's what it is. Because women don't really regard beta males. They look at guys who they don't deem as alpha males or guys that aren't sexually desirable. They look at guys like that as scum. So the ugly guy, the women don't even consider them, period. Now, let's keep it real. A lot of niggas, man, if you're in a drought and there's an ugly chick in your phone, you might, hit that on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, you might call. Yeah, right. Yeah, that will happen because, when it gets late, a girl that during the day you may not find her attractive, you think about her like, I'm not fucking her again. But as soon as they hit about 11, 12 o'clock at night, who phone you hitting up? She might text you. Like, hey, how you doing, guy? And you like, what you doing tonight? Are you up? How long you gonna be up? You know what I'm saying? And it's the girl that now in the morning you think about, you be like, damn, did I hit that last night? Oh shit. But you know, hey, that's man. That's how life can be, man.
That's funny. Jay, what's your like behind the scenes? I was telling you about the Molly Curran versus Jalen Rose situation, right? And LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
Let's talk about, because you just dropped a video today about Jalen going on Instagram and taking up for Molly. But do you think Jalen has turned into a simp?
Well, he's looking like it. The way he acted in that video. I mean, one breath he's saying that she has thick skin, and then another, he's coming to the rescue. And it's like, well, which one is it? She can handle herself or she can't. But he's definitely looking like he cares more than she probably does. She's probably sitting back laughing at all the attention that she's getting. Women are very weird, man. And I think Jalen, that video, it was sad to watch. It really was. Because I have a lot of respect for Jalen for what he's done. It's like, dude, really?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's yelling in the video. It was sad to watch, because he's probably one of the most respected people at ESPN, and just to see how marriage has made him into a Captain Save-A-Ho for a woman who misconstrued a situation. It's hard to watch,
Right. Well, one thing I've recently found out about Molly Curran is she suffers from a disease called endometriosis or something like that, where basically her whole body hurts and she can't have sex. So Jalen ain't even clapping those cheeks.
Wow.
Allegedly.
Wow.
Did you hear about that?
He's still married, huh?
Yeah. So
I heard about that disease, not into that deep a detail. I didn't know all that. Shit, man.
So the best Jalen
must he must really love her.
The best Jalen might get is maybe a blowjob on a Saturday night, and Molly ain't doing that unless the trash is out under the kitchen counter and the garage is clean. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh man.
Yeah, a lot of cats don't know that.
That's crazy. Imagine being.
Oh, go ahead.
Imagine being with a woman, marrying her, right, and you can't. Yeah, I was gonna say, imagine marrying a woman, right, and you can't sleep with. She look good, but she got these issues. You have these issues, and you can't hit it whenever. You gotta mark it on the calendar when you can do it. When she's feeling okay. She might lie to you so she don't have to give you none, bro.
Yo, I feel bad.
Tough. But Jalen must really love her.
Yeah, he must. Considering that Jalen, people forget Jalen Rose was an all-star at one point in the NBA. And if he managed his money right, he should still have plenty of money left. He could go out and get another broad that looks just as good as Molly and younger.
Yeah. But he wanted the baddest chick at ESPN. Basically.
I don't know.
He wanted the girl all them wanted, and he got it.
I don't know. I used to think that Carrie Champion was the baddest chick, but then I found out she only dates white men, so I don't know.
Yeah, but Carrie Champion, she tried to downplay it like she don't when she knows she does. Like, you only date white dudes. You from California, I did a video about her a while ago, man. I peeped that a while ago, because like she tries to come off as being pro-black now, but I ain't never seen her with no other black man, no black man, period. As far as dating is concerned. So
yeah, and
she's a low-key swirler.
Yeah, and Jameel Hill is a looks like a Negro with a wig on. I don't find anything attractive about her.
Well, she was making a lot of money at ESPN. That probably was what was most attractive about her.
Yeah.
But I don't know what she's making now, but I think that was the most attractive thing about her to the guy she was with, you know.
Right. Now, Jay, one thing I noticed about you that I like is you kind of stay to yourself. You don't really get into drama like the other black YouTubers, right? And when you look at what's going on in black YouTube right now, it's the ADOS thing and all this other stuff about reparations. What is your take on black YouTube and then these now talking points?
To be honest, there's only a few black YouTubers I watch now. Like over the years, I've watched fewer and fewer. But I have noticed certain, you know, people having issues with each other, certain topics. Like I told you, the girl hit me up about the whole me being against reparations and ADOS. To me, it just seemed like people should be able to have a difference of opinion. And to me, as far as me staying out of beefs, I've had issues with people, but I keep the issues to a minimum because it's stupid. It's stupid to go back and forth with people on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to do that. What does that benefit me? And I'm the type of person, I have no filter, and I'll end up saying something I'm probably gonna want to take back. So I just try not to say things about people and get into it with people because I'm not the beef and I'm not the going back because it's a waste of energy. It
It
really
is.
is. Whenever I've gotten into it with somebody, it felt like I felt drained. It's like, damn, I wasted all this energy I could have been using to putting, content out there that people want to see, but instead I'm on here arguing and name calling. That's stupid. When you think about it, it's stupid.
Well, Jay, you know how it is. Once you get to your level, right, as a YouTuber, you got a lot of people making videos about you. People are slick dissing subliminally. Social media. I get weirdos sending me dick pics on Snapchat, Jay. Pause. You know what I mean?
What?
Yeah.
What?
I had a nigga send me a dick picture on Snapchat. I had to block that nigga, man. I cussed him out first, though.
That guy was probably a fan that got he's a fan that got hurt and he's in the closet and he that's his way of reaching out. Some of these guys are in the closet. I tell these guys, come out that closet. Like I had one dude that used to call my show and make noises and hang up. You know what I'm saying? Until I exposed where he was from. Like this dude would literally call my show making noises and trying to sound goofy on the phone until I out where he was from. I literally pinpointed where he was from and he never called back. And that's how crazy these guys are. They're on the phone with their favorite YouTuber and they don't know how to act, you know what I'm saying? And they get to acting goofy. And that's what I've seen, with some of these guys. They do goofy things. Like I had dudes who literally would hit me up through email talking shit, IG talking shit, just showing their effeminate behavior. But these guys used to be stands, not fans, but stands. And that's how it be. The stands that be the biggest crying ass lames that are always trying to troll you. That's who it is.
Yeah, I've learned that the haters are the ones that watch you the most because they're always looking to criticize you, but deep down they're jealous of you because they wish they could do what you do. You feel me? Ain't nobody else. I ain't see nobody else rocking the dashiki with a wig except for Sonetta, man. So miss me with that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I don't honestly. I don't understand the black conscious community on social. I don't understand it. It just seemed like a big old work. And if you watch wrestling, you know what work means. You know what I'm saying? It seems like a big old work. They're working everybody. They're not really out here really trying to provide any solution. They're just trying to look as African, but never been to Africa as they possibly can.
Facts. I agree. I guess, Jay, how because like I said, you keep your head down. Do you notice the fuckery in black YouTube, or you just say, I don't even want to click on that video, I'm just staying away?
Here and there, people will come to me and tell me things, but here and there. But I try. I don't want to watch. going back and forth and yelling and arguing and bickering with each other. I understand people love that. They like that, people just going back and forth with each other. But at a certain point, when you see these grown individuals, a lot of these people are in their 40s and fucking 50s, and they're going off on each other. They got grown kids, probably grandkids, and they're going off on each other. It just shows you how dysfunctional we are. So I don't get how these people can say that, they're building something against white people when white people can look at what you're doing and laugh at you. Because that's literally what's going on. See, to be honest, I watch a lot of content on like gamers, like movie critics or whatever. Like, I watch a lot of their videos, and they're able to get along with each other. They keep the beef into a minimum. They're about growing with each other and making money. And when you see other people, especially black people, who are trying to do the opposite all the time, they're thinking that beefing is gonna make them money. You just end up looking crazy. These people, white people, don't fear you if you're going back and forth with each other like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they don't understand.
Yeah,
they can do whatever they want to do. I mean, like I said, I only watch a very small amount of these guys.
Yeah, it's funny, Jay, because on YouTube, everybody's a gangster all of a sudden.
Oh yeah,
everybody's all tough.
Keyboard.
You know what I mean? Cats talking about, I got it in my lap, and I'm just like, golly, these dudes don't even realize they dry snitching on themselves.
Yeah, they don't understand this stuff is recorded and saved in YouTube's archives, no matter if they take it down or not. And you got people who incriminate themselves. Like, I seen the video of Signetter with the gun, and he's in a state that's very harsh when it comes to people having guns unregistered. And for him to have done that video just shows how stupid some of these people get when they get in their feelings. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, Jay. Sometimes, like I said, because like I said, once you get to the level that we're at, I have a rule. If a YouTuber is smaller than me, I don't respond.
Right.
Period.
I have that rule too. Even though I troll. Now I will say this though. So I used to troll people who would do that, but I've cut back on that. I'm like, man, I'm not responding to these idiots, and I get no attention, no shine off of me. You'll get a few views, and that's about it. You know what I'm
saying? Hey Jay, I ain't even gonna lie, man. You already know who I'm trolling. You know who I troll, right?
Who you trolling, man?
You know who? Shira.
Oh, talking about
man.
Talking about advice giver.
Yeah.
Talking about the gold digger advice giver.
Yes.
Yeah, I seen your. You did a stream on her, right?
Oh, bro, I've cooked her so many times, bro.
Yeah. Didn't she mention you like in the stream?
Yeah, she's mentioned me in the stream. Whenever I go there, all her girls know who I am, bro. You know what I mean? Let's talk about
that. She don't like all that,
Let's talk about that for a second, Jay. This woman is basically advocating that women should become prostitutes or escorts, disregard love, and chase the bag. Why does she have so many female followers? Are women that dumb or desperate?
Well, I think a lot of those women like how she looks. You got the colorism community who dislike women like Shira, but they will watch her videos. Look at her chat room. It's a lot of, black women. A lot of them are darker skinned. They are attracted to the way she looks, and so they listen to her. And she uses her life and what she's done to teach them, and they like her bluntness too. She was very sarcastic. Her sarcasm is funny to me too, because I've listened to her, and she is very sarcastic. And I like that about people. I like people with sarcasm, and I think that draws a lot of those women to her because they think that she's a strong woman married to a quote unquote rich man. even though I made fun of the fact they were on a boat with like paper, what was it, plastic? Oh man, yeah. I think I made a video speaking on her I think I might have mentioned that, man. On a boat. I don't even think it was a yacht. It was like a boat, and they had like plastic red cups and shit.
It looked like a community boat, bruh.
I'm telling you, man, it was one of the cheaper ones. They couldn't afford the yacht. They said, "Listen, man, we'll cut you a deal. We get you one of these boats over here. It looks kind of like one. You could take photos on it, but it's a little cheaper. It's a little cheaper price, man."
I just
But
think
yeah, she teaching these chicks how to get like her.
But here's the thing, Jay. It's disingenuous to tell young women in their 20s and 30s, oh, disregard being attracted. Just make sure he is 50, 60, or 70 years old and get his money. And if he's older, you might only have to sleep with him once a week or once a month. Isn't that kind of crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy. But I think she's reflecting on her dating history. I think she used to do a lot of those similar things to get to where she is. And that's why these women target older men. They think that these older men are not going to want sex, but he's wrong because older men like to sleep around too. Okay. Especially they got money. And these women understand is that once you get with these guys, they're going to treat you like property, you know? And she's teaching them to go down the wrong path because these women have no idea what they're in for. Now she may be able to deal with certain situations, but a lot of those women she's trying to lead aren't built for that, and those women don't understand until it's late. So then they got themselves into a bad situation they want to get out of.
Mm. And let's keep it real too, Jay. A lot of those women are not physically attractive to pull a millionaire. Let's just keep it at 100.
Yeah, and that's why they follow Shira because they think she's pretty, and they just like to look at her and listen to her. But they know they couldn't pull no rich man of any caliber, no man of any high caliber. They know this, but they still support her anyway.
And a lot of them too, Jay, are single mothers.
I've literally seen one of the streams, man, women in chat will be admitting to basically having kids and still want to know how to pull a man. Shira wouldn't know. Shira didn't have kids when she got with her husband. So I don't know how she'd be able to teach them in their situation, but they seem to believe she can.
Mm. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got Jay the Black on the live stream. One of the most underrated YouTubers, man. On the scene. Hey Jay, I'm gonna keep it real. Sometimes I feel underrated, man. How do you stay motivated knowing that, I mean, granted now your channel's doing very well, but for a long time you were hella underrated, man. What kept you motivated?
It's just making changes, doing different things, wanting a challenge. I think the challenge of doing different topics, the challenge of being able to be competitive and be one of the best. Because I see, like I said, I watch a lot of red pill channels, and I see how well they do, and I see the topics that they speak on, and I'm like, I can do that. So it's just about being competitive and wanting to be as consistent, because the consistency is growth, and I've known that since I started. You have to be consistent, or you will get lost in the shuffle.
Facts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Elvis Rodriguez with the $5 super chat. Appreciate that. Jay, I got 2 more questions for you, man. And then what I'm saying,
All right.
damn, man, time goes by hella fast. Okay. Now that we live in the Me Too era, right? And even now on YouTube, I've noticed that some of my videos that used to get a lot of views are now getting censored or shadow banned and things like that. What do you think will happen with feminism and YouTube, Jay, in the next 5 years? If you had to think about the future, do you think it's because remember they were trying to get us off the website, those black women a couple of years ago? Remember that with that list?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that. I had 2 channels on that list. I actually lost one of those channels, but I think that because YouTube has Google, they're gonna have sustainability, but they're still gonna work hard to try to get certain people off the platform, which is not good. it's not going to help your growth, but they don't care about that. Just like I seen the video clips from Project Veritas and how they expose Google employees. I think that's the mindset of a lot of people who are working in Google and people in YouTube as well. And that's what we have to deal with. And I think that other alternative platforms are a must, you know? And I would say that those women failed. And what I've noticed is that you don't see a push from women anymore to censor videos. It's directly from the people who are running the platforms who are trying to get certain people's videos to not trend. And I see they took the related tab away. It's almost like they want to put people in their own, cube, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? And it's almost like they're trying to make sure that only the majority of the people that they find as being, advertiser friendly or friendly as far as SJW friendly are the main ones that are showing on the platform, which is unfortunate because your best content creators, the ones that's actually been making you money, are the ones that you're trying to push away.
Facts.
And that's only going to hurt YouTube in the long run,
Facts. I totally agree with that. Facts. All right, guys, y'all hit the like in the chat. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. We got Jay the Black on the live stream. He's a legend. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. You feel me? Now, Jay, let me.
I still see.
Oh, what's that?
Go ahead. No, I'd say I still see myself as like the kid that came into the game. I still see myself as that same kid that came to the game. But go ahead.
Hey, I mean, bro, like real talk. You one of the legends. Like I was telling you behind the scenes. Like you've inspired some of my work, and I don't know, because at first people are like, "Yo, Jay the Black? Oh, you sound like Jay the Black," and I was like, "I'm not Jay the Black. I'm not trying to steal Jay the Black style." You feel me? That's not what's going on.
Right.
Because I feel like me and you, I mean, we talk about a lot of the same stuff, but we both got our own distinct styles.
Right. Yeah, you definitely do your own thing, man. You definitely do your own thing.
Because I don't want people to be like, "Oh, he's biting Jay the Black." You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I stopped doing the titles. Because I think, Jay, you were the one who used to have the proof that so-and-so or proof that. I was like, okay, I can't do that no more. Because Jay did that.
I just started doing that again, but yeah, I just started doing that back because I kind of stopped. I just want I want the title to be more to get to the point. So a lot of times, so yeah. But I thought a lot of people did that,
Right.
I don't think I stopped. I think it was a lot of people that were doing that. Yeah.
Right. But yeah, man, Jay, you definitely one of the best out. I mean, you got a lot of brothers in the chat that know you. Like they're just like repping you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's definitely
shout out to the chat. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like Jay the Black is definitely underrated. And when I say underrated, I don't mean in the black sector of YouTube. I mean throughout the whole platform. You feel me? Because this brother is nice, but it's good to see you doing your thing and doing great content, man. And I'm saying, man, your thumbnail game is the best in the game, fam. Facts. You know what I mean? I don't know where you get some of those thumbnails.
I've had to work. I've had to work. I edit them myself, man. Like I had to work on them. Like I take time. It takes me a while. Like I think I take just as much time editing I do find the thumbnails because it takes it takes patience and you gotta look and find the right look. So yeah, I definitely put effort into it, man. You have to with the thumbnails, man. Because that's the first thing people see when they see a video. So you gotta definitely put that effort towards it. Yeah.
Right. Now, Jay, let me ask you a question, man. Let's switch it up. Two more questions. I know I said that 2 questions ago, but two more. Jay, do you have a rule on the first date if you do take a girl out on the first date, how much money you spend or nah?
Not really. But it just depends on the type of girl. Like if I'm trying to wine and dine her, then I'm probably gonna be coming out of pocket. A good amount. But if she just enjoying my company, I ain't gonna have to pay that much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's the feeling you get from women. You don't want to have to go out of your way because there's plenty of women out there, man. Plenty of attractive women. You don't have to go out of your way financially we go on dates for a female. Because trust me, if a female is filling you before the date, you might get some after that date, and you probably didn't have to spend that much money, family.
Facts. Facts.
You know? Yeah.
All right, Jay. Well, appreciate having you on, man. Is there anything you wanted to address, any topic or anything that we didn't, address, or anything that you wanted to go into a little bit more detail about?
Not really. I think we covered a lot of topics solo. I got to give it to you, give you credit with the questions, man. Very good question, a lot of variety. One thing I would say is we didn't speak on like men going overseas. I see that a lot. Like when I do live shows, a lot of guys speak on that. That's probably one thing we haven't spoken about. But I will say this though, I have no issue with guys going overseas if that's what they want to do. But a lot of times if you bring those women back over here, their mindset may change, may not, and it may still be the same way. But when they see the way these women dress and act, they may follow that same suit. So that's one topic we didn't cover, but I definitely just wanted to speak on that real quick.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. And we could always save that for like a follow-up interview, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I mean, that's definitely a hot topic because there are a lot of guys out here, they're not getting the type of women that they want. And I don't know about you, but I ain't fucking no sex doll, bro. So yeah, that's not me.
Nah, me either. I spoke about it, right, and I said there's a lot of y'all, man. Y'all got to deal with these women BS. You get you a sex doll, and I was kind of trolling, man, because it's like I can't, buy something and then have to, sleep with it, move it in different positions, all this type of stuff you have to do. It's better a lot of times to be with a live human woman, because especially if she a little freaky, she gonna do a lot of different things that you ain't got to put all that effort into, put all that muscle into if you have a sex doll. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. Y'all check Jaye the Black out. I mean, most of you already know because half of his audience is in the chat, so shout out to them. We got mutual audience members
in the chat.
And y'all check Jay out, man. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate Jay, you hopping on. I know we were supposed to do this a couple months ago, but I'm glad we finally got together. And I think this will get a lot of replay value, man. You'll definitely notice that in the comments. So with that being said, man, Solo 84, Jaye the Black, and we out, man. Peace.